From one Twins way in Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Field. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Minnesota Twins. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners.
First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab here, Bailey Ober. What do you have on him, Chris?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
About to get started here, Jarren Duran now at the plate. And that's how he gets started here in Minnesota. Ground ball right side. Fires over to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Great effort, but no throw. That's an infield single.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Now at the plate, Wilyer Abreu.
Really strong hitting performance recently. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And he swings and misses, and it's nothing in one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that one almost hit him.
That's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Ground ball left side, could be 2 to Lee, and that's 2.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the start for the Red Sox, Johan Oviedo. Chris, how about a scouting report? Here's Trevor
Leading
Larnach.
off here tonight, the left fielder, number 9, Trevor Larnach.
That one the other way, and foul ball. You'll one. And that drops in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Up the middle, Rafaela sends it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Trevor Larnach.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, you know, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
0-1. Out towards right center field. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. He went 2 for 4 in Sunday's game.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Scoreless after 1. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So stepping in for Boston, Danny Lee. Lee turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
One away.
That is good. The designated hitter, Trevor Story.
And there's a foul ball. Ober, a guy that really fills up the strike zone, rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play. Hit weakly on the ground, and that's just foul.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days, with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Ceddanne Rafaela. Popped up. And that is that. Nothing doing for Boston. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Twins, Josh Bell.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Bell, in his 10th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. And a 1-0. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That one misses.
That's a ball.
And a count 2-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. He goes down looking.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Fouled off left side. Towards first, Contreras. He steps on the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Catcher, Victor Caratini.
Vic Caratini at the plate. He was 1 for 5 back on Sunday.
Nope, ball one.
Second inning here, no score. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Two down, nobody on. Here's a 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 2-2. And there's a ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's a base hit. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him. Well, wore him down after an extended plate appearance. It ends with a knock.
At that point in at bat for a hitter, when you've seen that many pitches, you've gotten a look, you've fouled off pitches, so the confidence level is extremely high. And it seems like when you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Swings through that one for strike two. Caratini leads off first with two down to the inning. And foul ball. The 1-2. That's a hit. So that's two straight two-out hits. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
2 on, 2 outs. Check swing called strike. Strike one. In the air, right field. That is the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at target field, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Popped in the air, left side. Lewis settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Swing and a ground ball out to short. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for the Red Sox, the left fielder, Jaron Duran.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Jaron Duran will hit next. He's 0 for 1.
Ball. Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Got him. And that is that. Red Sox go down quietly. Still no score. Back in Minnesota. And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Ball.
Outside corner, got him looking. Lee not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. That one misses. Ball three. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now a quick throw to first, and he's back safely. Late swing, foul to the left. Lee on at first, nobody out. And now it's even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's Byron Buxton. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That's in there.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
This one belted, deep left field, on its way, gone! They do it again, back-to-back homers, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So up next, Matt Wallner. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Sliced hard but foul. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Up next for the Twins, the designated hitter, Josh.
Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see pitching changes. A new arm into the game, the righty, number 56.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Curve in the dirt, kicks away to second, but he's in there easily. And now a man into scoring position. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series.
Oh.
Man at second. Fastball for a strike. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. The tag out.
Well, Boog, you have to be able to trust your coaches in this spot. That's what baseball is all about. You're relying on the people around you to set you up for success. Players need to rely on their coaches the same way they rely on their teammates.
So, man aboard. Now Royce Lewis gets a chance to hit. Runner takes off. On the ground to first. Dives, and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Man on second, 2 down. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Just missed.
Corner.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is the third out of the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. On to inning number 4. On to the 4th. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. There's a swing and a drive. That one opts against the fence. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already.
You know, these Red Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than...
Nice grab. And they get the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Here's a high chopper. Lee over to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Up next for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Danny
Next to hit, Danny Lee. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Lee with another scorching run of play lately. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground to short. Urshela to first in time. Out number 3 to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Twins 3 and the Red Sox 1. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now for the Twins, Gio Urshela. Hard on the ground to first. Contreras takes it to the bag, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
For the Twins, the first baseman, Eric Weggerman.
The 0-2. Swings and misses. 2 down.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Lee stands in now and watches strike 1.
Oh!
That's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And next for Minnesota, manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like Justin Slate will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Bouncer to second, and that chance handled. They get the force. Inning over. Twins strand a pair, and the score stays 3-1. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Trevor Story. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Urshela to first in time. One away here in the fifth.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So now with one away and a man at second. Connor Wong, the next to hit. That's way outside. Ball one. This one in the air, center field. Buxton under it. And there's two down.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
High fly ball out to center field. Buxton under it. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Twins 3 and the Red Sox 1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Walner.
Well, these Twins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These batters are not getting fooled right now.
Check swing called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one ripped. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Here's the throw. Safe at second.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of standing his mechanics.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. And that is out of play. Here's the 0-2.
No,
really
that's
good
a ball.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man at second. Got him looking for the K. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's Royce Lewis.
That's the ball.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. The 1-1 is fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. One now. Stays alive.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. So they work around the leadoff double. 5 innings complete. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Jarren Duran digs in now.
Jarren Duran.
This to center field. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the base.
Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Runner around third. And now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
And now it's going to be Wilyer Abreu. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 4-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. On the mound now for the Twins, David Vesta. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Oh, that fastball drilled him.
Thank you, mate.
The shortstop, Danny.
He's got some power, no doubt. Lee matched a homer in his last game. Quick move to first, and he's back in easily. The 0-1. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Contreras into scored position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Man at second.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him off. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Trevor Story.
Lee fires to first in time.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
Second baseman, Cedon Rafaela.
Here's the second baseman, Cedon Rafaela. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Patrick Sandoval.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Eric Wagaman, the next Twin up to hit. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. Got him. Nice play.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up, clean exchange, and throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play. Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ball.
That one at the knees for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And a 1-2 again.
Ball.
Outside with a breaking ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And he walked
Take
it.
your bait.
And he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. He's already homered here in this one. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. They take the force out. That ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. Still down. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Topa.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the catcher, Wall.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Rogers also throwing. Hit on the ground to short. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So back to the top of the order. Now batting Jarren Duran. 1 for 3. In the air, left field. Larnach takes it in for the out. 2 away now.
Up next for the Red Sox, the center fielder, Roman Anthony.
And that one fouled off. Quick toss to first, and he dives back in safely. Now the 0-1. Runner on the move. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Tosses to first, and that will end the inning. One left for the Red Sox, and they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
By Red, Buxton.
Ball one.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Fought off foul. Step off throw to first. Tag, and they got him. Buxton picked off.
On this situation, you're pretty eager to try to get that runner up to second base in the scoring position. A lot of good things can happen from there, but clearly not able to get back to first on the pickoff. Nice job by the pitcher.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. It's through for a hit, and that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Josh Bell at the plate now. The 0-2. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. The Red Sox holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one ripped to left. Takes it in for the out.
Up next,
Royce Lewis getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And a strike.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. To the right side. They get the force, and that is that. One left for Minnesota. They still trail it here 4-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Banda. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Back in the 6th, he drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it could be one we look back on when this game is over as well.
On the ground, Urshela slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
A well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
No, that's a ball.
a strike. Hot shot to third. On to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Danny Lee up next for the Red Sox.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Swing and a bouncer. Gets it to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. The Red Sox 4 and the Twins. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. And he swings through that one. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-2. Hard hit left side. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And fouled off. The Bo Sox trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Goes down looking. Now he's challenging to call strike.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And it's going to stay a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. Eric Wagaman now at the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one ripped, but foul. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Chop to third. Durbin. Play made. That ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. We go to the 9th. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Top 5 in home runs in the league. And his taters don't just leave the yard, they leave the conversation.
Yeah, it's like there's a swing and see you tomorrow.
Statcast doesn't even flinch anymore. Just shrugs and says, yeah, that tracks.
You know, Boog, if he parks one more into the upper deck, they're going to name the seat after him.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Urshela in position. One down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Hard hit to third. Throws across the diamond. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Taylor Rogers gets the ball now. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Oh.
Grounds one to short. On the run, throw to first, and
Yep,
it beats
he's
him.
out.
What a play. And the Red Sox.
Now pitching for the Red
Welcome
Sox,
back, and
number
here comes the
44,
closer, Aroldis Chapman. A chance at his first save of the year.
the second
Well,
baseman.
one-run game. Brooks Lee digs in now. Swings, and he breaks his bat. The underhand flip, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Twins, the left fielder, number 9, Trevor Lorna.
Strike one. The Red Sox trying to close out a one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Bounce to the right. Rafaela. 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Buxton.
Chapman going for save number 1 in this spot. Buxton in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Ball 2.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, there was no letdown after they got to 10 wins. Came out today, pushed it to 11. The opposition looks disgusted from the other side of the field. They respect the talent that's over there, but they also think that this is a lucky team. Well, that's the thing about baseball. You've got to be good and you've got to be lucky. Right now, they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're just going to ride it as long as it'll last.